Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I have wonderful news because we have our next run ready to go. Manta will be running Kirby's Epic Yarn 80%. Manta, do you want to go ahead and take it away?
Absolutely. Hello. I'm Manta Plant. I'm here to showcase Kirby's Epic Yarn, a game that does not get nearly enough attention, in my unprofessional opinion. So, I guess I can just start the run whenever?
Yeah, go ahead and give a countdown when you're ready.
Sure. I'll, on the count of three, I'll start. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Epic Yarn, adorable game. The cutscenes are absolutely adorable. We won't be watching any of them. If you want to know what the cutscenes are like, you can watch them on your own time. Just imagine like a storybook with this sort of yarn aesthetic, animated, very delightful. The narrator has a wonderful voice. The ground feels like pants. So starting here, this is Kirby, as you might have been able to glean from the fact that he is Kirby.
It looks like Kirby. Are you sure it's Kirby?
You're right, actually. I should specify, Epic Yarn controls very differently than most Kirby games. Kirby loses his signature inhaling and flying abilities in exchange for yarn-centric abilities. He can turn into a car to run. He can turn into a parachute to float. He can turn into a weight to ground pound. Many wonderful things that he can do. That right there, that little blue guy that looks awfully like me, or like Kirby, not like me, but is blue with a crown and very bushy eyebrows, that is Prince Fluff. He is the Prince of Patchland. He would be the second player, usually. Well, if you're playing with two players, but we're not doing the two-player category. We're running this the classic way. This is oh, wow, what is happening? Hi, sorry about that.
Chat, did we miss my good and totally original Kirby joke? Do we need to go back, do some explainers? I mean, this has been an epic and thrilling story, so I don't know if we can catch up that quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. Were we audible at all?
Okay. We just didn't get game audio, it sounds like.
Okay. It's amazing. Invalid run.
All right. Okay, no game audio. So we didn't get to hear all the cute little poyos and so forth, but we were still good. So we heard all about our good friend Prince Fluff and Patchland. Oh my god.
That was a frame perfect trick.
I forgot about the Kirby tank. Kirby's got angry eyebrows. We know this run has gotten serious.
Oh yeah.
Did they also only add these angry eyebrows for the US release?
No, it is the same international.
Okay.
American audiences wouldn't play it without the angry eyebrows. It's not quite cool enough.
Yeah, the yarn wasn't threatening enough. that we needed to make sure that Tank Kirby was extra serious.
Yeah. When I when I want to play a nice, relaxing video game, I think threatening.
Hey,
All
don't
right.
threaten me with a good time.
So right there, when the body of the tank connected with the wheels of the tank, there was one frame where I could press 1 and fire a missile, which saves only about 2 seconds. But if you do it, not only will you be able to sit at the cool kids table for the rest of time, all the cool kids will want to sit at your table.
All right, I'm gonna have to learn this run just so I can sit at the cool kids table.
Absolutely. It's life-changing. So after every level, you get a patch. And you throw the patch into the patch destination, and then that opens up a new level, as you just saw there. There was a little animation with butterflies and flowers, and then the level opened. The closer you are to the patch destination, the shorter the camera pan to and from it will be. So generally, with inconvenience, you want to sort of work your way around that. Swimming is really fun in this game. You have to mash 2. Say goodbye to your wrists. You won't be needing them anyway.
I was about to say, I don't know how much mashing is typically in a Kirby game, but that seems a tad excessive.
I mean, there are worse. I mean, Kirby's Dream Land 2 and 3, largely, like, oh, that was a terrible bonk. UFO movement is weird. You can bonk very easily. Generally, in Kirby games, you have to mash a lot because, I mean, Kirby's Dream Land 2 and 3, you use Coup for most of it, where you have to destroy your wrist mashing the 2 button as well. It's a staple in a lot of Kirby runs.
Okay, so maybe I am not learning this after all. I have enough injuries from just my day job. Though I saw, okay, so Kirby's been a tank, Kirby's been a UFO. Is that a thing that's going to be happening with most stages? Like every stage? Like how common is the transformations? How often are they happening? You mind elaborating on that?
Most stages, I'd say, have a transformation in them. Occasionally you'll have a stage that doesn't. There are like a little over 10 stages that don't, and if I'm not mistaken, 40 stages in an any percent run. So about 75% of the stages have transformations in them. That is not an exact number, by the way. That is a guess. That is not empirical.
Okay, I'm writing it down. Exact number, 70%. Sorry, I was distracted by the very cute bear. Because that was adorable. That's the problem, is I'm going to be very distracted this entire run by just going like, "Aw."
Absolutely. There are many creatures in this run that we praise in the yarn community. A blasphemous few dislike some of the creatures that I praise, and I'm going to need you people to tell me if they're worth praising or not. But in the meantime, this is Rainbow Falls. The gimmick is the water currents. You just sort of want to go with the water currents. And this is the spin border transformation. You're sort of a weird penguin thingy. That right there, that sign will slow you down if you touch the ground around it to teach you how to press 1. But we can just fly over that, and we in the community call that mansplain skip.
I had to come off mute just to laugh at that name, but I have an important question. Does Kirby transform into a penguin here, or is this like a penguin costume that Kirby is wearing?
Unfortunately, if you observe it quite keenly, you can see that it is Kirby in sort of a mech, which means that Kirby is not in fact a penguin, which I think is a terrible thing.
I know. This is so sad. I love penguins and I love Kirby. This could have been a beautiful fusion. and instead it's I don't want to say a mockery. It's just it's a little bit of cosplay, I suppose.
Never forget what they've taken from you.
I mean, they've probably taken a lot over time, and I don't want to hold a grudge against something this adorable.
True, true. They did give us the spin border, so let us count our blessings here.
All right, I'm adding a tally for blessings now next to the 70%.
Okay, we are counting them quite literally. Okay, everyone in chat, give me a rating on that bear out of 10. How worthy of praise is this bear? Well, we need to know. We need the community vote. 11. This is amazing. I didn't know that was possible.
You could always go to 11.
That's true, that's true. This is Big Bean Vine. It's the first of a few vertical stages. This level is on one big cycle. These balloon water Ds, these water Ds are on a cycle. They spawn and they travel upwards with their balloons. If you spend too much time standing on them, the balloons will pop. So you want to sort of manage that. We kept a sharp object there to kill that guy, because sharp objects kill enemies in one hit, as opposed to the projectiles you're supposed to use, which take multiple hits. Luckily, we got the best possible cycle here with these balloon waddle Dees. It's not luck or anything, it's based entirely on movement. But it's a little difficult sometimes, it's a little tricky.
I'm gonna say, given everything is made out of yarn and I see things kind of like disassemble, I'm gonna have to correct you that you're not killing anything, you're merely disassembling them.
Yes, exactly.
Because again, everything is way too cute. We're not here for violence. I know the eyebrows are angry, but like the heart is still full.
It's only biology. We're just separating the components of their body.
They could be knitted into something new.
Exactly. Unraveling.
Like we're unraveling the story.
Exactly. We're unraveling the story, but we're also ignoring it.
That's part of it being unraveled. So we just don't we won't ever know what it is. So we're unraveling mysteries, but we don't comprehend them. They're just unraveled.
That's what happens. People often the people who make scientific discoveries in this world, they're like, lame, and they just throw them away.
They put them in their craft drawers with the rest of the unsorted things. So it's just a bunch of just discarded random yarn.
I should explain this dragon.
Go for it.
So there's a dragon on the screen. As you can see, what you're supposed to do to hurt him is grab his tongue. But every time you grab his tongue, he will blast off into the background and do this big long, like 15-second long attack where you can't do anything. He will shoot fireballs at us in a second, and what you're supposed to do is hit him with a fireball before he blasts off into the background. But if you save the fireball like this, and then grab his tongue, and then throw it at him before he can go into the background, it just completely cancels it out, and triggers his next phase instead. So that saves us a good maybe 15 seconds. Amazing. That right there is the magic yarn. What about it is so magic? Well, Patchland has been split into 7 pieces by a magic sorcerer by the name of Yin Yarn, and in order to repair it, we need the pieces of magic yarn. So with this, we can stitch the next piece of the land back together, Hot Land. Sorry, I spoiled it for you.
It's okay. I mean, I'm gonna have to come in and really take some time to appreciate this myself. You know, words cannot alone express the gripping tale of Patchland.
There we go, it tells us Hot Land. And now we're going there. You'll never guess what the gimmick is.
Felt.
Close. What are you talking about,
Um,
felt? In this game? Are you kidding me? It's absurd.
I know, it's clearly corduroy.
Yeah.
So obviously, different gimmick here. I will stop being wrong, but I am curious, like, how much are they varying up, like, world by world? Is it typically like environmental things or like new mechanics? What's usually changing up?
A little bit of both. The environment usually changes uh, by level as well. Not one level is exactly like any other level. They're all pretty unique. Okay, I should explain this too. This is the off-roader. You hold 1 to go and you press 2 to jump. Something that is present throughout this entire game is that moving up and down slopes is slower than just hopping over slopes. You know, the general rule of the fastest way to get from point A to point B is through a straight line applies in this game. Moving diagonally, of course, is slower than moving horizontally when your goal is horizontal to you. You also just want to be picking up boosts here and jumping to conserve the momentum of the boost. This game is surprisingly physics-based. Deceptively so for a cute little yarn game. We won, but we won't be collecting our prize because it's beads, and collecting beads are slow. You might be wondering, why are beads slow? Well, my friend, imaginary chat member, I'm glad you asked. At the end of each level, you might
Why
have
are the
noticed.
beads slow?
Oh my lord, the
I'm
imaginary chat member is real.
I'm not imaginary. Just go with
Oh
it.
my gosh. As you can see, at the end of each level, it counts up beads, and certain increments are faster than others. For example, it is faster to barely have enough for a medal than to barely not have enough for a medal. It counts things up at different rates depending on how many you have. Generally, you want less, and that's the rule. So whenever it is convenient, whenever you can lose beads without like losing time going out of your way to do it, you're gonna want to lose beads. This is lava landing. It looks very friendly.
I mean, sometimes you need like a sauna or something to sweat things out to kind of feel better. This is what I'm imagining. It's just like one long
True.
like sauna. It just might be, turned up higher than you usually want.
Okay, the height that those little volcano guys shoot their projectiles is RNG, so the fact that I didn't get hit by any of them is very good, actually.
You're just pro gaming while I'm just yakking it up over here.
Yeah. Oh, the fire truck! Everyone loves the fire truck. We'll
This
get
is
to
so
witness.
cute.
Yes, we'll get to witness waggle strats in a minute. You might be wondering, what is a waggle strat? Well, check this out. Look at them go!
It's like the waggle strat is this is a Wii game.
Yes, exactly. Motion controls, baby.
All right, so while I've established that I am not imaginary, but I can be imaginary if it's gonna have nerves. I can pretend to be imaginary, but I do want to address the actual chat that is here. Just a quick reminder that we do have both polls and targets open right now. We have 2 polls open for the Pokemon trading card game. We have a character named Bidwar, where Spyro is in the lead by $35. Annabelle's in second. So if you get $36 over to Annabelle, that's a chance to flip that in your favor if you're Team Annabelle. And we also have Choose the Starter deck, which Bulbasaur and Friends has pretty firmly taken a front lead. So you might want to try the character name incentive. But the main reason I'm speaking up is our Cassette Beast run, which is coming up soon, has an incentive for cat ears. I
Whoa,
want to see the cat ears. We're looking at
me
cute
too.
Kirby stuff. The cute stuff can't end now. So chat, we're $130 away. Exclamation mark donate. let's get those cat ears. I want to hear, what is your favorite Kirby game? What is your favorite Kirby enemy? What's your favorite Kirby power up? I kid you not, I have like a series of Waddle Dees behind me. So I'm very biased towards Waddle Dee, especially Bandana Waddle Dee, because I don't know why they gave him a spear, but it's because he's powerful and cute. So I guess I answered my own question. But chat,
Oh no.
get in your donations. I want to read about your favorite Kirby game or character or power up. And let's get this. We're only $135 or $130 away.
Absolutely. If ever there were a cute ear, a cat ear is certainly it. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
You're just adding to my impassioned plea for cat ears.
Exactly. So we're grabbing a bat right here, this projectile here. Reason being, a big spiky guy's gonna fall on us, and we're gonna destroy him so he doesn't fall on us, which allows us to make this cycle. Cool Cave is a very cycle-based level. Many levels are. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm supposed to lose beads there because you have to wait for that thing. The icicle cycles here cause many yarn runners to become very disgruntled towards this stage. I think the icicles are fine. I think they look very pretty as well.
I agree, they are very pretty.
But this section is very difficult. That's a good opportunity to lose beads right there.
So are the beads like rings in Sonic?
Yes, except you don't die if you lose all of them. You can't die at all in this game.
Okay, alright. So they're not like the rings in Sonic.
No, not really, actually. They share a property with the rings in Sonic.
You do drop them, but I guess I drop many things when I'm under attack.
Many people don't like this game because of this sort of a lack of difficulty, in air quotes. But that is not the only way for a game to be engaging. I think this game is plenty engaging.
I never agreed with that sentiment because Kirby is one of my favorite Nintendo series, and I'm never going into a Kirby game like, I want this to be really difficult. I'm like, no, I'm here for like a really lovely time.
Yeah.
And why do I need to worry about this? I'm just here to look at all the cute things and hang out with my friends. Like this dinosaur with some PJs on? Or no, it's a shell.
Yes.
It's coming out of an egg?
Yes, it does have a shell. For the longest time when I was a child, I thought it was like a shower cap.
It does
as
look
well
like
as
a shower
cap on his back.
Well, that's a very big dinosaur, so you would have to cover up a lot. So you need more than one shower cap.
Also, rate the dinosaur out of 10, everyone. That's another thing that I love to praise, the purple dinosaur. Anyway, this is Dino Jungle, or as we colloquially refer to it as Cretaceous Conundrum. Only I call it that. So that right there, you know, so that pterodactyl at the beginning was also on a cycle, right? And I got him on the earliest possible cycle. Some community members, some enlightened few call that early tarot. Some would say that that's not a strat at all, and it's just called playing the game. This is early tarot denial, and I will not stand for this.
Why would you not use a cool name for a strat, even if it's not a strat? It's a chance to use a cool name.
Exactly. Actually, I should correct myself. As of like maybe about a year ago, me and another runner of this game, Aston, decided to name that pterodactyl Terrence with a silent P. So it's now early Terrence. Also, that was the beat strat right there. Very elegant.
That's great. My problem was I wasn't very good at Kirby games in school, so I only could do C strats.
I'm very sorry to hear this. Oh, I can't jump properly. I'm a fool. Okay, everything is fine.
Okay, if everything is fine, we did have someone chiming in about their favorite Kirby game, and this might be a controversial pick because Scala Kitty just donated $27.22. to say my favorite Kirby game is Yoshi's Woolly World. And
Yoshi's Woolly World is good.
I was
don't
gonna
blame you for
say,
that.
I was willing to make an exception because I also really love Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yoshi's
So
Woolly World is... Sorry?
No, I was gonna say I think we've just given the stamp of approval to Yoshi's Woolly World to join the ranks of Kirby's cuteness.
I neglected to mention during that level. As you saw, there was a lot of water, and you were supposed to ride those dinosaurs whose heads were poking out of the water across the water, because there is a very quick current pushing against you. But if you mash perfectly, or you don't even really need to mash perfectly, you just need to mash really, really fast, you can swim faster than the current, and that is how we play most of that level. This is Hot Wings. Oh, Hot Wings is such a good boss. Okay, everyone prepare yourselves for this. First of all, say rest in peace to Miss Waddle Dee.
I'm gonna have to look away. I don't want to see my friend.
Oh, so gruesome.
Oh no.
Okay. So Hot Wings, right? Same deal as Fangora, where every time you hit her, she will do like a really long series of attacks where she gives you no ammunition. So instead we're gonna do this. Watch. There we go. That is a very tricky strat, but you stock up completely on ammunition, and that saves us no less than like a minute or two per phase. Like, watch this. Immediate.
I'm sorry, but you are just bullying that really cute bird.
I'm sorry. It's all in the name of pride. That's not nice.
Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Pride is a month of acceptance. We don't bully people, please. That is not Manta approved. I do not condone it. Anyway, that is like minus 2 or 3 minutes on that boss alone, from that stocking up on ammunition strat. You guys are gonna love the next world. The next world is, I think, the most diverse and the most creative, in my opinion.
There was a good point.
Treatland.
I love treats. There was a good point in chat, which the cute bird was very mean to that Waddle Dee.
That is true.
We were just sticking up for a friend who was bullied. And you got to be an ally. Maybe don't go with violence to be an ally, but stick up for the Waddle Dee in your life.
We all have a Waddle Dee in our lives. So this is Toy Tracks. Toy Tracks is another very cycle-based stage. Those blocks are on a cycle. These toy soldiers, their legs are on a cycle. I'm going to try to do something cool. Watch. I missed it. You can, if you exit the door at just the right time, you can clip through his leg, and it saves a bit of time on not having to wait for cycle. What am I doing right now? I am completely fumbling the movement on this level. I'm qualified to play this, I swear.
I believe you 100%.
Thank you. Don't try to verify any of my claims. Just believe me.
I believe you implicitly.
That's another good place to lose beads, because no matter how fast you do that beginning section, you have to wait for these guys. Which is unfortunate. But you don't have to wait that long. Anyway, that trick there where you clip through his leg that I failed to do, it's called leg day skip.
But you're not supposed to skip leg day.
No. That right there, that bear, you're supposed to go down below that part and stitch his arm back up because he's really sad, and then he'll make a platform. But you can just...
Are we playing Canvas Curse all of a sudden?
Yes, we are.
Heck yeah.
That strat with the bear is called Stitchless, because you skip having to stitch them back together. You just jump off of that one toy soldier's head at the peak of his own jump.
It's
Very
okay because this
precise.
run isn't stitchless because your amazing gameplay and commentary is leaving me in stitches.
Oh, you're too kind. Don't get that, please. Thank you. That would have been really funny. Yeah, this is pointer controls, by the way. And if you don't have a good what's the word? What is that thing that you put on top of your television? Motion sensor. What's it called?
I think that IR sensor. It's just an IR sensor. I don't know if they
I'm
gave a cool like Nintendo like name
yeah,
to it. I'm just gonna say
like
it's the Joy
like
sensor because it's like
yeah, like
they
the
did Joy Cons.
like the Wii Sense or something.
I sense joy in this run.
Me too. So you may have noticed that our landlord Dom Wool has been popping up every so often, imploring us to meet his brothers. He is annoying. We won't be meeting his brothers because that takes like 15 seconds to do. And there is no evidence that it loses time for him to pop up during those loading screens. It's just random. Anyway, it's funny that we joke about it a lot. Him telling us to meet his brothers in the community. Another runner, Trig Jegman, has a very funny voice that he does for Dom Wool that I'm very bad at doing, which is unfortunate. This is Mushroom Run. You'll never guess what the gimmick is. I missed the mushroom.
I mean, I'm sensing a theme here.
Really?
Yeah, it looks like you're hanging out with some fun guys.
I certainly am. The mushrooms are bouncy. You bounce off of them. That's all really there is to say about this. If you parachute onto them, you don't bounce off of them.
I do have a question because you're talking about your landlord. There was an incentive that was met to decorate your apartment. So when is
You
that?
bet.
When is that coming up?
Um, after any percent.
Okay, so we ended with a beautiful decoration showcase.
Yeah, there he is now. The landlord.
If the landlord was truly cute, he'd be saying, "You don't owe me any rent.
That is true. That is true.
My brothers just want to give you free money."
Free money. His well, his brothers are small business owners. They opened up locally in Quilty Square. I think
Okay,
they
well,
deserve respect.
I personally do support small businesses, so I'm willing to
Yeah.
give them an
They're
exception.
trying their best. They're honest. They charge a cup of coffee for 200 beads.
Hey, if you can afford
Oh,
200 beads, I don't know what that converts into, dollars, but like I know that people have their morning Starbucks, and if you give up those beads and donate them to True Colors United, we'd be that much closer to our cat ears.
absolutely. No, no, I missed the cycle. That is a very very strict cycle. You have to play the level like pretty much perfectly for a chance at making that donut cycle. So that's like a 15 seconds lost, but it's okay.
It's okay, I
You get
distracted you with all the Starbucks bead conversion math.
yeah.
I mean, could you believe that my typical order is like 900 beads? Things have been getting out of hand.
Oh. So, those of you who are particularly keen observers who have been watching this run for a while now might have noticed that Kirby is pink. I swear I'm going somewhere with this.
Go
Um,
on.
pink, as we all know, is 1/3 of the trans flag colors. Now, something else you may have noticed is that Prince Fluff, the second player, is blue. And as we all know, blue is another third of the trans flag colors. And I know what you're thinking, Manta, that's great and all, but without a third character who is white, what's the point of saying this? Well, my friend, lucky for you, there is a third player who is white, the often forgotten third player, Marshmallow Paul. Don't look that up, he's very real.
He has a cool watch.
He does, he wears a wristwatch, he has a big red mohawk. And he has an inquisitive expression.
Real fans know.
Yeah. This is Melody Town. The gimmick is music, because music is a treat as well. We love the arts around here, don't we, folks?
We should support their arts. I agree with this. Just like we should be supporting True Colors United.
Absolutely. I should probably be, like, leaving some time for donations, shouldn't I?
I mean, chat needs to chime in too. I mean, there's a lot of great polls and incentives open, and if folks haven't been keeping up and are not used to working with Tiltify for gaming marathon like this, the fun thing about Tiltify is that when you donate using exclamation mark donate in chat, you can put your money towards both a poll and a target. So that's like your bid wars and your incentives. But that money actually goes equally to both things. So you don't have to worry about trying to split, like, I'm going to put like $5 towards this poll and $10 towards this target. You get to put all $15 I just made up in the spot towards both things. So you don't have to be torn on what you want to support. Just go ahead, go to exclamation mark donate. I want to see these cat ears, so I'm kind of telling you to do the cat ears. But we do have the two the character name bid war as well as the starter deck bid war and Pokemon trading card game as well. So feel free to chime in and make your voice count for cat ears.
Absolutely. I would like to see some cat ears. We all love cat ears.
What's your favorite color cat ears?
My favorite color of cat ears?
Yes.
Oh boy. Strawberry.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick.
Absolutely. Oh, right, the boss. So, this is Squashini. He does magic tricks. He is a magician. They are the same every single time. There is no RNG, despite the presence of a slot machine. What we want to do there is fail the hat trick, and not pick the right one, in order to stock up on projectiles. The same deal as always. This one is the trickiest in the game, watch. There we go. Wonderful. So after every time you hit Squashini, he will do this thing where he does a rope trick where he will tie you up to a big bomb, and you'll have to wriggle your way out of it. And then do more magic tricks after that. But instead, of course, we just stockpile the cards as quickly as possible. We throw them at him. He is a fan-favorite boss among the Kirby community. Not only the speedrunning community, but just in general. A lot of people like Squashini's design. And I do not blame them.
He's drawing quite the crowd.
Absolutely, there were like 6 Waddle Dees.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Waddle Dee's attention spans aren't very large, I don't think. They're just little guys.
I mean, I can relate. My attention span isn't very... Ooh, yarn.
Ooh, squirrel. Sorry guys, I'll have to postpone the run. I saw something shiny outside. So this is Waterland, which is an oxymoron. That's all I have to say about that.
I was ready to do like the vaudeville joke of like, what are you calling me?
The um, the water tides, of course, like much else in this game, are on a cycle, a universal cycle throughout this level, which matter until about halfway through the level. Do you guys like the moon? Have you ever wanted to meet the moon?
Are we gonna meet the moon?
Yeah. Everyone say goodbye to the moon. Whoops, I missed. Whoops, I missed.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
Everyone
no!
say hi to the sun instead.
Hi, son.
Everyone wake up! Oh, why am I on this cloud? Okay, I am absolutely like not doing well at this level right now. I'm not gonna make the cycle. I
It
think.
is. I will say it is. It is Father's Day, so we
Oh,
we
that
we
it is.
just met the sun. I feel it's only appropriate to say, "Are you winning, son?" And I hope that son is winning.
Oh, that was the cycle we were trying to meet right there. We barely missed it.
You're just
It's
giving more
okay.
time for marathon, more time for donations. You know.
Yeah.
And chat, I do want to know. You know, we were talking about favorite Kirby games, favorite Kirby enemies, favorite Kirby power ups, and I want to hear more opinions. I want to know. Do I have any other fans of Kirby's Dream Course here in the crowd?
Yes, yes. Kirby's Dream Course is like my jam. Took me a second to think of a word. Kirby's Dream Course is wonderful.
It's okay. That game does leave me speechless quite frequently.
It does, it does, it does.
Have you
One
played
of my
the Nintendo Switch Online like Pro version or whatever they called it?
the pro version.
I forget what they called it. Just stick with me.
Mhm.
The thing they added to it was just the file is already completed, so you can just go straight to the ending where they all dance.
Yeah, there are a lot of games like that on NSO that are just the same game but completed. Okay, so remember how I told you that swimming in this game requires mashing the 2 button as fast as possible?
Yes,
Well, welcome to Waterland, where you will be doing that for maybe 15 minutes straight.
I'm 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 praying for you to avoid an RSI.
Yeah. Manta
And
Plant
also,
doesn't.
I do agree with the chat that Dream Course does look like a lot of fun in single player.
It does, it does. Okay, so this is Dolphin Kirby. You do not have to mash anymore. The movement is very elegant with Dolphin Kirby. As you might imagine, he is a dolphin. Therefore, his movement is very elegant, as that of dolphins tend to be. These anemones grab you, and they're very slow to be grabbed by. So of course we'll want to avoid them.
Okay, so this one you can't tell me that Kirby has not transformed into a dolphin, unlike that penguin.
Unfortunately, you can't see. You can see that Kirby's head is like coming out of a window. The
Oh
dolphin's head is
come
a
on,
cockpit.
oh
that is we have been robbed.
wait. Is the dolphin a mecha? Has this been a
um,
mecha anime all along? Chat, what is your favorite mecha anime? Tell me in a donation.
absolutely. Mine is Epic Yarn. I would
Mine
like
is
you to
two
introduce
now.
you to my Brazos. That is vaguely the voice that Trig does for him, except I did not nearly do it justice.
Hey, if chat wants to donate to meet our cassette beast cat ears, I am willing to voice act our landlord and his various brothers.
Yes, yes. Oh, how good of a boy is this whale, everyone? Scale from 1 to 10, you know the drill. 13, we're getting higher and higher. This is amazing. So Secret Island has a lot of foreground and background shenanigans and a lot of puzzles involving that mechanic, most of which we can skip. I have stated on multiple occasions that I believe this to be the ugliest level in the game, and for some reason people always think that means that I don't like how it looks. I can't imagine why. I just think it's cluttered and the colors clash, but I still think it deserves love for how it is.
I think you just might be green with envy.
Oh, you're right, actually. This level gives me very great gender envy. Genvy, if you will.
I mean, the one thing I will say, it's not easy being green.
That's true. So you may have noticed this goal game at the end of every level, this bell here. The way that it works is each of those pegs, there are like 6 pegs that it can land on, or like that it can be stopped by. And each of those pegs is like its own cycle. That's like a third of a second, and within that cycle, depending on when you grab it, you can lose up to 7 seconds between the fastest and slowest possible goal game. So like when going for a goal game, there's a very small fraction of like a cycle that occurs once every like third of a second that you have to grab it on to avoid losing like 7 seconds. Yeah. In other words, goal games are brutal in this game. Thankfully, we've gotten very good goal games every single time.
I mean, I would think if you did really good at the goal games, you would get a high score. So I feel like that would be a good goal game.
That's true. Well, not necessarily. This game's goal games work very differently than the other goal games. Throughout the level, there are little collectibles that you can get to add these sort of panels to the wheel that will give you varying numbers of beads, which of course we don't want, as we've established before. So the wheel
Well,
is
we're gonna
empty every time.
We're gonna donate our beads, so we do want
Exactly.
beads. I want your beads. Just everybody needs to hit ! Donate and donate their beads.
Exactly.
You talked about strats for where to lose beads. I could not be giving chat an easier strat to lose their beads.
That is true. That is true. Did you know that it's faster and it supports a good cause?
Yeah, you're saving like 2 or 3 seconds per level every time you hit ! Donate and donate your beads in chat.
Exactly. So that right there was a little bit slower of a goal game. That's like maybe like a second and a half slower than the fastest goal game. But again, we haven't gotten a single bad goal game this whole time, which is very rare for an epic yarn run. Oh, it's Dom!
He just really wants you to meet his brothers. That's all.
He does, he does.
I can't do any funny voices for him until we've established the cat ears, though, so I'm sorry.
Of course, of course.
Right now, I can only read that as, "Why, hello, Kirby. I would like you to meet my brothers."
You know,
I don't even remember if that was the text.
He said, "I would like you to meet my brothers. Come back and see me." I think it's been
Come
a while
back and
since I've actually read it.
Mr. Kirby, please come back and see me. I would like to introduce you to my brothers, and I need everyone in chat to donate their beads.
Exactly. This is Kapamari. He is a squid. Splatoon is real. You need to unravel his hat. Because doing so will make him go into his next phase. His tentacles are very dangerous. They're very speedy, and they turn corners very quickly. They can grab you very easily. Generally, if you stand behind his head, you're safe. Now he will suddenly change species into an octopus, as one does when they're upset. We want to keep his raveled up hat here so we can hit him early, like that. We want about 100 beads. Reason being, at the end, it gives us like a mandatory, technically not mandatory, but it's very, very difficult to avoid 400 beads. So we want the extra 100 beforehand so that our bead count is better, so we barely get a bronze medal, so it counts up faster. Interestingly, Tepamari becomes easier in his second phase because, like, as you notice, the bosses, like, after you hit them a certain amount of times, like, you can visually see the wear and tear of their yarn. So, like, you can see which hole he's coming out of, and you can spot the real one very easily. Which I think is very silly.
I mean, I do appreciate the attention to detail there of like the wear and tear of the yarn for the
Yeah,
various bosses.
absolutely. This game is very charming. This game has a lot of attention to detail put into it. This is the type of game where it is very, very. It's the type of game where you just like sit back and admire your surroundings, you know? Which is why we're doing the opposite.
We're just
Okay.
inspiring people to go and pick up this game and
Yeah.
learn the runs so they could see the game over and over and over again to truly appreciate it.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I only started running this game after I, like, had played it for like 7+ years, you know? So this is Snowland, first level Snowy Fields. The Waddle Dees are making these enormous snowballs. I'm gonna see if I can get a strat here, watch. Yeah, did you see that?
I'm sorry, I just love that they look like cotton balls.
Yeah, they look like cotton balls. They're made of cotton. It's a very adorable aesthetic choice. Where they sort of implement the yarn theme into like the various, you know, usual video game world themes. Makes them a lot more unique. That was a very good Snowy Fields.
I mean, everything has been good so far. I mean, look at the beautiful background. And, oh, I mean, your gameplay, yeah, that was great too. Yeah, you were going so fast. I'm just mainly sitting here looking at chat. You know, we were talking,
Yeah.
we rated some of these things. I got at least one shout out for their favorite mecha. But you know,
Oh.
I'm wanting to hear more from chat. We talked about our beautiful
Right.
transgender rainbow of characters, and I want to know who is our favorite character.
Yeah.
Because I do like Prince Flip, because you know, blue is a cool color.
Yeah, of course.
But who is we got 3 different friends. Who's our favorite? I want you to donate and tell
Yeah.
me, you
Are
know,
we on?
who's your favorite of the transgender Kirby Rainbow?
Yeah, are we Team Kirby? Are we Team Prince Fluff? Or are we Team often forgotten Marshmallow Paul, the very real character in square brackets do not research?
I mean, that I have seen artwork. This is a very real character. He has a
It's
cool
true, it's
watch.
true. This is I'm bringing back like the playground rumors of like the pre-internet days.
Yeah, my brother said if you beat Epic Yarn in you know, under an hour 30 minutes, that's how you unlock Marshmallow Paul.
Under an
And that's
hour
you
30.
get
Wow.
a 3-player run now.
Only 2 people have ever done that actually. You have to play like nearly a task spot to get a sub 130 game, and yet some people have done it.
2 people have apparently.
Yeah. world record holder and former world record holder Inari and Vieira. Both phenomenal runners at this game.
Well, my plea for someone to donate their beads has been answered, at least. Those slightly ominous, but thank you to Super Blood Wolf Moon, who donated $10 to True Colors United with the comment, donating some beads so I don't have a long results screen in the afterlife.
Exactly.
I don't know if I would want to really draw out that results screen in my afterlife. I don't know if that's just purgatory, but I do know that $10 went to a great charity, so thank you. And also, excitingly, we are less than $100 away from cat ears. And you know what I have in not my afterlife? Potentially cat ears for $100.
Oh my lord. I already have
So
cat
make
ears
this
looking at your
happen.
profile picture.
I do have cat ears. Shh. Don't tell
Sorry,
anyone.
okay. That's why I said strawberry before. It was my favorite color of them.
Ah, flattery will get you everywhere.
Remember the spin border? Well, how would you like to see him again? This level is a level that you can do without collecting a single bead if you play it well enough. I'm gonna try to do that right now. Beadless Mount Slide has been a strat for, I think, 4 years now. A little over 4 years. People initially just sort of just did the level and didn't care because it's just one big auto scroller. But like now we actually have something to pay attention to, which is beads. Hopefully we won't be collecting any. What was I gonna say before?
Well, while you are showing off your cool snowboarding moves and cosplaying as a penguin, I did want to bring it to chat's attention. I was excited about being less than $100 away from those cat ears, but our Pokemon trading card game character named Bid War has gotten shockingly close because Annabelle is less than $10 away from Spyro. So I don't know, we have people here who are like anti-Spyro or just like really pro Spyro. I'm somewhat ambivalent on Spyro. No, you know what? Actually, I take that back. I like Spyro. Spyro's good. But Spyro currently has $45. Annabelle has $37.22. Chat, let's keep this name bid war spicy, like that Hot Ones bird that we did unjust things to, but did unjust things to a Waddle Dee, so it was justified, but it's Pride Month, and we should stick up for our Waddle Dees.
Well, again, we're not. I mean, as we had established before, we're not really like. I mean, we're only unraveling them. You know what I mean?
Yes, there is no violence in this game. We are just unraveling them so that they can be woven anew into a less violent form that perhaps is a Waddle Dee, because Waddle Dees are cute. And while they're being unraveled, you see they drop all their beads. That's because they're giving you their beads to donate to charity! ! Donate in chat.
We're figuring it out.
I'm gonna get out my board. And what's this? Red yarn. Oh no.
What?
Okay, so I have several pictures here.
Oh.
And by several, I mean I have 3. Maybe 5, depending on how long I'm going to go with this bit. Because right now, there are 3 things on the board, which are the character names for this bid war, which is Ingo, Annabelle, and Spyro. And I've been telling you about how close Annabelle and Spyro is. But where's my love for Ingo? I'm like highlighting that one. I have a lot of like red yarn going to it. And it says $0. Chat. We need some beads to go towards that. I just didn't want to do a Pepe Sylvia joke. I hope that's okay.
Of course. So, Sled Kirby replaces Car Kirby in this one. If you run, you turn into a sled, This is a very adorable level. This is the only level wherein this gimmick is present. Sort of like the musical note, sort of brief transformation in Melody Town. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a cute brief level, a fun romp. Reminds me of sledding down the hills in the meadow in my neighborhood when I was a child during winter.
Yes. I do remember that it is very nostalgic of sledding with my friend Kirby and Prince Fluff and handing beads to all the beautiful children who came by to watch us sled that day and donating them all to True Colors United
Exactly.
exclamation mark donate in chat.
And my often forgotten childhood friend Marshmallow Paul.
Well, Marshmallow Paul is off to the side keeping time with his cool watch.
You're right.
I love that I messaged you before this run specifically saying that I was like, I'm not going to get this unhinged or anything. We're going to be very professional. We're not going to talk about the extended Kirby universe. Like, I didn't bring up Charcoal Dave or Lent Jeffrey. I said this was going to be completely normal. And it is. It's completely normal. We're all having a good time because everyone in chat is hitting exclamation mark donate in chat,
Why
giving
would you
their
want to be
beads,
hinged?
giving up their Starbucks as we're sledding, and our friend Marshmallow Paul is keeping time. And here's King DDD.
Here's King DDD. King DDD gives us various ways to damage him. You can ground pound on his back, or you can hit him with a yarn ball. Either way, you just want to grab his marionette strings, or rather the buttons attached to him, to turn him back to normal. Because the reason he is here is because that evil sorcerer Yin Yarn has brainwashed him, as you can see. King DDD is literally his puppet. And there we go. See, his eyes are not purple anymore. They're blue again. So he's back to normal.
I have some problem with the notion that purple somehow means bad, but I'm not going to go into that because I do want to say King DDD didn't do anything wrong.
Well, I mean, most of the time, he's not in control of his own body and mind in these games.
Exactly. We can't be blamed for what we do when we're brainwashed. Like when we go to exclamation mark donate and chat and give up all of our beads, right? That's worthy of praise, in fact.
Did you just insinuate that you're brainwashing the chat?
Chat, this is my I need to have like a code word to like Manchurian candidate the chat to donate. So chat, everyone, I just need you to Brett. Anyways, while you're checking out exclamation mark donate in chat, I do want to remind folks that on Tiltify you can equally donate towards a target and incentive, or a target and a poll. Gosh, I mean, if I could do three things, I would. And we are less than $100 away from those cat ears, and we've been having a good time. I'm gonna like, let's take a deep breath, everyone. In, out. We've been having fun, but we should actually talk about the important work that True Colors United is doing. True Colors United is working with people at the federal, state, and local levels to ensure vital funding, policies, systems, and protections are in place to meet the needs of LGBTQ plus and BIPOC youth experienced or at risk of homelessness. They partner with young people and with national, state level, and local advocates in advancing policies that bring us closer together in a future where housing justice is a reality for all. So we're having fun. I mean, this I am legitimately having fun. This has been one of my favorite runs so far. And being able to support an important charity is what makes this truly fun. So thank you so much to everyone who has been able to donate. And now I can, we can now take another deep breath in and out, and then we can donate all of our beads. Thank you.
So, Future City is quite pretty. It's a space land. It's a sci-fi centered world. Future City is, I mean, you can see what the gimmick is. It's just futuristic stuff. Okay. The fire hitboxes are weird there. Like the hitboxes of the fire are like a little bit ahead on cycle than the sprites are. So you can sometimes get hit by nothing and sometimes phase through the fire, which is amazing. Oh, watch this, watch this, watch this.
I'm watching.
Tram jump, baby.
That is really cool. Also, I just love the
Gotcha.
adorable parachute Kirby with the little feet. I didn't notice the little feet before.
Yeah. Absolutely wonderful.
Oh my goodness, I am sorry. I was distracted by Kirby's adorable feet. It didn't see that we have a raid. So thank you very much to all of our raiders.
Drinking with
skeletons. Thank you.
You wouldn't drink
This
with
is
a skeleton.
Hey, if it sounds like a good time. I hear their bones are their money and their
Absolutely.
money are their bones. This is Power Up with Pride. Okay, hold on. Again, deep breath in, deep breath out. Thank you. This is Power Up with Pride 2025. We've been going all weekend long. You can always catch up on anything you might have missed on our YouTube, and as well as following all our socials and !social. But the exciting thing is the fact that we're having a ton of fun and we're doing it for an amazing charity, which is True Colors United, which again is fighting youth homelessness for LGBTQ plus people. So !donate and chat. We have some fun polls and incentives going on. Sit back, enjoy the adorableness that is this Kirby yarn run. You're going to hear me talking about donating beads. It's okay. Just hit !donate. Look in your couch, find those beads, those buttons, the lint leftover yarn, and donate it. !donate. And do something good while having a good time.
Absolutely, it's fun for everyone. The gimmick of this level is that you lure the plugs over to the outlets, and it creates waves in the sort of electric platforms. Good opportunity to lose beads here.
And the gimmick of this marathon is we donate those beads to charity.
Absolutely.
Oh, I will say I love all the rainbow beads that are happening here.
Absolutely. There are a lot of rainbows in this level. It's a very prideful level.
I am proud of this level, you're right.
I'm so proud of you, Tube Town, for all you've accomplished.
Exactly. It's Pride Month. I'm proud of this level.
Okay, well, I collected 20 beads at the end, but that's okay. Oh, that's our first bad goal game. See, it takes a while to stop. That's what we want to avoid. Oh well.
It's okay. There's no bad goal games. There's only bad people who don't like goal games.
Exactly. Do you guys believe in aliens?
I mean, I do, because I have seen quite a few UFOs during this run, and seeing is believing.
Well, I don't want to say young. Okay, Mysterious UFO, case in point, is my favorite level in the entire game. The gimmick here is there are multiple gravity switches where you want to switch between low gravity and normal gravity. So right now it's low gravity. When you're in low gravity, you can't ground pound things properly. They don't break. Like these blocks right here. So what it expects us to do is hit that gravity switch over there and turn the gravity back off, but instead, we can break it like this with the UFO. And what that lets us do is it lets us skip this entire section. We're supposed to go down at the bottom there and do a puzzle to switch the gravity back again, but because we're already in low gravity, we don't have to do that.
And why would we go down when we could help these numbers go up by hitting exclamation mark donate in chat and giving all of our beads? Chat, less than
Exactly.
$100 to cat ears.
Oh,
I don't know what that equates to in beads, but you see all
a
those
lot.
beads that Kirby's giving? You could be giving beads just like Kirby is.
Exactly. Right there, we were supposed to switch the gravity back to low gravity again, but instead we can just conveniently time the grabbing of that one uh, button there, and that lets us skip this entire section as well. Um, very uh, I'm losing my mind. I can't think anymore. I can't think of words anymore.
Well, I do have
It's
a
the yarn. It's
yeah,
wrapping
I
itself around my
understand.
brain.
Yeah, my brain is full of cotton balls currently, and my pockets are empty and lacking beads. Um, but I did want to remind folks that
Oh
all the
no!
bead jokes aside, what have I done? What have I done?
Kirby has fallen off the UFO. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to stay up here to go to the
Well,
next level.
keep your eyes on the stellar way, and perhaps with exclamation mark donate, your eyes can be on a donation page giving money to support the fact that um, True Colors United guides youth homeless service providers, policymakers, advocates, and other stakeholders in creating systems and policies that better meets the needs of youth experiencing homelessness. Through an ongoing partnership with HUD's Youth Homelessness Demonstration Project, or YHDP, we have trained local leaders in over 70 communities on LGBTQ and racial equity project management collaboration. So we're having a great time. We did not see Kirby falling because we were looking at the donation page and deciding how many beads we're going to donate. And remember that we have lots of great incentives. So while you're hitting
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
donate in chat, we can also hit exclamation mark incentives. We are still looking at the donation page. Everything is going okay because we're looking at the wonderful polls and targets that we have. Like the fact that we're less than $100 away to our cat ears for cassette beasts. That is coming up in just a couple runs, and it's less than $100 away from cat ears, as well as our character name Bid War in Pokemon trading card game. I assume everything is still going good, but anyways, we're looking at this poll that's practically neck and neck. That for a $10 donation, just saying $10, actually, I mean 10 beads. Well, I don't know the conversion rate for beads, but a $10 donation, just give as many beads as you want for $10, could see Annabelle overtake Spyro as our name for the Pokemon trading card main character, as well as a significant number of beads might be needed to make Charmander and Friends overtake Bulbasaur and Friends. So hopefully you like Bulbasaur and Friends. But you could just be giving beads for the love of the game, and you just might want to tell Charmander and Friends you love them, you're proud of them. It is Pride Month, and you could
Exactly.
select both a poll and a target to get us closer to those cat ears. Are we doing good? Do we need a? Are we able to gaze upon the game again?
Yes, yes. You can stop watching me do every cycle perfectly and not lose 20 seconds.
Yeah, that was beautiful gameplay. I am sorry to everyone that I distracted from that beautiful gameplay. That was perfect. But it was important that everyone knew about our polls and targets. So thank you, chat.
If I might say something.
Go ahead.
Everybody get up and stretch right now. This is the auto scroller where everyone has to get up and stretch every muscle in their body.
Shrimp check.
It's a huge auto scroller, about 2 minutes long. I mean, it's almost over, but still, everyone stretch right now. Remain healthy.
Stand up, stretch, get those fingers nice and limber as you hit exclamation mark donate. Nightbot is in here telling me to donate. We're really stretching. We're stretching those beads to hit those targets. We're stretching our legs, stretching our arms as we reach into our pockets to find those beads. Exclamation mark donate. I'm running. I thought I was going to run out of jokes, but I'm still going for some reason.
It's good. Well, this is
These are
Meta
some
Knight.
ominous eyes on this door. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so I will say I don't want to like talk politics, but I am not a real fan of Meta.
Mm.
And there are various platforms, but I do want to know
Well,
about how this boss fight works.
unfortunately for everyone, Meta Knight is possessed by a generative AI.
I should have saw that one coming.
This happens every time. So, the way Meta Knight works is that first phase there, you just want to grab a blade as quickly as possible and hit him with it. The way that Meta Knight works is there are very small windows of time where you can actually hit him. Oh my lord. I failed to grab that one blade. I'm going to have to try that again, actually. Okay. This is a very substandard Meta Knight, but basically, when he's flying around and you throw something at him, he will slice it with his sword. But if he's zooming from one spot to another or stationary, he will not slice it. We wanted to keep one blue blade there for the purple phase, because the purple phase is extremely RNG heavy, so we want to end it as quickly as possible. And then the rest of it is pretty routine. I mean, green phase, you just get through it. Blue phase, you stockpile one ball and hit him with another. Purple phase, use the blue ball so that you end it as quickly as possible. And then the red phase, stand between the tornadoes, jump over him, grab blade, hit Meta Knight. A lot of new runners have trouble with that one because his movements can be pretty wild and unpredictable, but you can get the hang of it. Anyway, welcome to Dreamland, everyone. Oh, a Kirby reference in my Kirby game? I don't think so.
Well, I just want to know:
It's more
are
likely that you think so.
we dreaming in Dreamland? Is there a nightmare happening? Because there is a lack of beads in this campaign that I'm running. I was going to say like donation campaign, but now I'm thinking about D&D. But what I am thinking about, word associations, is thanking Freaky Mage for their $25 donation to True Colors United, and have a simple message that I think we could all relate with, and that is less than 3. Less than 3. Less than 3. Well, Manta, it was only 3 times we did less than 3, but that's okay. I will give you a free less than 3.
Oh, thank you.
But
We
we
all deserve
did
a
get.
less than 3 every once in a while.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
I should be handing out less than 3s for you and for chat for being so wonderful. And look at that cute bear with the headband. Oh my god! And also, chat. We're getting so much closer to those cat ears. I can feel them. It's like they're on my head and they're wiggling, but you can't see my icon. But Manta can, so can kind of understand that joke. And that bear is back, and I love this, and I love you,
It's
chat.
Manta Plant, not Manta Can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wouldn't mean to do that to you. That is very inconsiderate. And Pride Month, very inconsiderate.
During Pride Month? In this economy? Check this out. No, I missed the frame perfect missile this time. That's okay, because it doesn't do anything here, but, you know, that's -1 lunch at the cool kids table.
It's okay. Nobody in chat saw that. They just heard me say, wow, that frame perfect trick. I couldn't see it because I was checking out the cool pulls and targets when I hit exclamation mark incentives in chat to find out what's coming up next. Like the starter name in Pokemon trading card game. I don't know if you need me to keep doing this, but I do really want to remind people about the cat ears, because we're at $182 of $250. Chat, please. Cat ears. It's Pride. I think that's a Pride thing.
I was about to ask. I think there's a little bit of a jump in the relationship between those two things, but I'll take your word
Listen,
for it.
I am gay and a cat, so pride.
True. Oh, here's Wispy.
I love Wispy.
We love Wispy around here. Bye, Wispy. Wispy is die.
He is sad because he doesn't have any beads to give to True Colors United by hitting exclamation mark
goodness.
donate in chat. Chat, you should give some beads to Wispy so Wispy can then donate them.
This is wow. I don't even have to commentate. This is incredible.
This is what you signed up for, I think.
I think so, actually. Okay, this is Tempest Tower, the most difficult game, or this is not a game, this is a level, the most difficult level in the game. I will focus for the time being, because that's what I need to do.
All right, you keep focused. Kirby's cheering you on. You're good. You had your friend Waddle Dee.
Absolutely.
I don't want to use the words I'm thinking of, assisting you with the thing. Anyways, you lock in. I am going to tell all the wonderful people at home about True Colors United. Over a decade ago, our eyes were open to the fact that up to 40% of the 4.2 million youth experiencing homelessness identify as LGBTQ. So in 2008, Cyndi Lauper, Lisa Barbaras, Joni Padel, and Lewis founded True Colors United. This was formerly known as the True Colors Fund, and went on a different kind of tour, visiting homeless shelters, community centers, and other service providers to learn all we could do about the issue. Communities and youth homelessness service providers want to be safe and welcoming for LGBTQ plus youth, but often don't have the knowledges or resources to do so, creating barriers for these youth to get the support they need. True Colors United fills that space by offering free training and resources on how to meet the needs of LGBTQ youth experiencing homelessness. We advocate in government and media to help ensure critical funding and services for all youth and create opportunities for youth who have experienced homelessness to be key leaders in the effort to end the problem.
Now, I don't mean to alarm you or to take your focus away from what you were talking about, because that is very important. But that was a perfect Tempest Towers.
All right. So you just needed me to, avert.
Well, if that's not a reason to give up your beads, I don't know what is.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry if someone might have not seen that. It was because everyone was just inspired to just hand over their beads. So it's beautiful. Folks can watch the VODs later because maybe they are distracted with their beads right now. And you can always do exclamation mark socials to learn more about where to follow Power Up with Pride year round, and check out our YouTube after the marathon to see all the amazing details. Because not only are you doing all this amazing movement tech, which I will say I do legitimately enjoy how adorable, but how cool it is, and the beautiful backgrounds. It's just hard to appreciate all of that and Krakow over there while you're giving all your beads to charity.
This game does have very complex and technical movement and strategies, with also, the combination of that and the cutesy art style. It works well together.
It's just distractingly cute. It's okay.
Yeah.
Also, yes, I agree. Krakow does say trans rights with that trans rights colored Krakow.
That's true. Oh. Urgent subject matter here. There is a sleeping Waddle Dee during this auto scroller, and I need everyone in chat to vote as to whether I let it sleep or wake it up. This is super important.
Chat. Be nice to
you
this
want
Waddle
to let
Dee.
it sleep? This Waddle Dee's fate is in your hands.
Chat, I need you right now. I've seen people say sleep. Can we get at least one donation? Get those beads in.
Sleep. Everyone
let the Waddle Dee sleep.
Here it is. The
What a
sleeping Waddle Dee. We're letting it sleep
what a
today.
beautiful, perfect Waddle Dee.
I know. What a wonderful boy.
What a wonderful, wonderful Waddle Dee. You know why
Exactly.
why that Waddle Dee is sleeping so peacefully?
Why might
Because
that be?
that Waddle Dee gave over all of their hard-earned beads to True Colors United.
An example of the better world that they are creating for us all.
Yeah, because they're dreaming about the wonderful cat ears that's going to be on Cassette Beast. If we can just get $70 more, I think, depending on math, to make that happen. And yeah, I do see the trans rights, and I will forgive Krakow for these transgressions for at least repping the pride flag. So thank you.
Transgressions.
Yeah. Come on, of all the puns, that was the laziest one I've had yet.
It's okay. Krakow does have that. Krakow's pretty transcoded in this game with his blue, white, and pink.
Yeah, I think Krakow is just. I think all that aggression is just from Krakow, not willing to come out. So those colors are there, and Krakow's not letting those colors shine through.
Krakow's trying to tell us something here.
And you know what? Krakow's allowed to take their time, live their best life, donate all their beads.
Because I was too busy focusing during Tempest, I would like to mention one thing that as you saw during the opening section of Tempest Towers with the horizontal winds, in order to get the best possible cycle, you're constantly fighting against the winds, and it requires multiple very, very precise jumps and throws, which is why I needed to focus. It is many consider it to be the most difficult strat in the game, and not very many people go for it. So this is Castle DDD. It has cannons. What is Kirby Cannon, as some asks?
I can't believe all this beautiful artwork and backgrounds. It's just really patching together my faith and chat to give me their beads as we stitch together our support for True Colors United so that we can rev up our engines and Kirby opportunity to hold on, we can get there, to roll out and give our support to the stars out there in the chat, to this beautiful Waddle Dee that distracted me.
Do we need to bring you home?
You can bring me home by donating your beads by hitting exclamation mark donate in chat.
Oh my lord.
I was very distracted by the Waddle Dee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there is a giant Waddle Dee there, a giant yarn Waddle Dee filling in for King DDD at the hands of Yin Yarn. Cannon shots are pretty precise. You get the hang of them pretty easily though when you run this game for a few. It's still very consistent with the goal games, by the way.
These have all been wonderful goal games. Everything, this whole game is wonderful. You're wonderful. Chat's wonderful.
I think you're wonderful too.
Because Anonymous gave us $25. They didn't even have a comment. And that's right. You don't have to have a funny comment. Like, I'm not funny. Like, I can't think of funny things to say.
Don't say that about yourself.
But shh, I'm doing a bit. But I don't have to say anything to give my beads to charity. I just have to hit exclamation mark donate and hit that Tiltify page. And you know what's interesting? I wasn't talking about this because I was really focused on the cat ears, but we do have a new target that is open. So folks, for $350 during Jammer Lammy later today, we have the chance for a Parappa showcase. Chat, I want to
Oh,
believe, or I
no.
believe I gotta believe that we're gonna hit that incentive. So remember, you know, you have the opportunity, obviously, to do both a pull and a target. So you can get in on that character name Bid War. We're having a boss rush, it looks like, or a boss refight, and I'll wrap up soon. So Manta Plant can talk about that more. I was not going to redo the Manta Can joke, but we have one more donation that I do want to get out before I hand it back over. And that is thank you to that Windbliss for $2.78. With the comment, as an Echo Fae, I must say that I'm not exactly happy with the incentive not being met. This is true. Cat ears are very important. This transgression must be remedied by transferring those ears to our main character. It translates to a successful transfer for trans rights. Yeah. I don't know if I did the nya quite right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, you would be
I'm never gonna
shocked
do
to
that
learn
again.
that donation went towards the cat ears. So chat, we are like $75 away, $65 away, math, $65 away from these cat ears. And exciting news, we are within $5 for the character name Bid War in the Pokemon trading card game. Annabelle, it's at $40, Spyro's at $45. And that's right, Ingo just needs $46 to take the lead. All right, anyway, how's this boss rush going that I've talked over this whole time?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm always thinking about the cat ears.
Those Waddle Dees.
Okay, so Yin Yarn, who's now dead. Not over quite yet, though. Don't worry.
Okay.
Spawned in some bosses, only 2 to be precise. Fangora and Kapamari, they only take 1 hit as opposed to their usual 3. Yin Yarn then just sent a bunch of enemies at us. We threw them at him. There was that thing with the curtains where you're in the background and you have to work your way out of them. Anyway, here we find out that Yin Yarn was not actually the mastermind, and it was instead the knitting needles all along, who are knitting Yin Yarn back as a war machine. But luckily,
it's like a evil mouse thing.
Meta Knight comes to the rescue.
He's been cured of his
It's a
generative
mecha
AI.
battle, everyone.
This is my favorite mecha anime.
So, time is going to come when I pass through the little raveling gate at the end of the level. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the knitting needles, we in the community have nicknamed them Bob and George. So can we get a rating from 1 to 10 on Bob and George? How much do people love Bob and George, the knitting needles? Also, you just want to like load Yin Yarn up with rockets. And there we go! Yin Yarn is gone, everyone. -1 and -3. It's so mean.
Bob and George would not donate to True Colors United.
And time!
GG!
Thank you. Well, immediately something funny here. If you hold up during this, Kirby whips upwards. But the knitting needles still fly away. If you do that with 2 players, you soft lock, and I'm not kidding. So, we have beaten the game. Which means now...
It's time to see an apartment, I believe.
Yeah, how much time do we have here to do this?
Staff, does anyone want to tell me how much time we
I'll
have
just
for
do it
this?
as quickly as possible. It's okay.
I think we've been kind of ahead of schedule.
Okay, awesome.
So
thank you for the GGs, everyone.
I would say you have a little bit of time.
Okay.
So let's let folks get at their beads. They just saw that amazing ending, so they might be taking the time to go and find their beads.
All right. Well, I am now going to.
I want to see everything in your apartment. I'm going to call it out now.
Okay. I will. Are we available to start another timer for this little run here?
Yeah, Tech, are we good on a timer?
Yeah. This will be very short.
I'm just waiting to see a thumbs up from somebody from Tech.
Mhm.
Yes, all right, all right. Go
All
ahead,
right.
go
All right.
ahead, do your countdown. Thank you, Tech.
3, 2, 1, go. So, step one, with all the beads that we do have, which isn't that many, we're gonna buy things, which means we're actually meeting his brothers. The prophecy is foretold. It's Shay's wool and Loomis wool. All right. Actually, first of all, I should do fabric first. We're gonna buy one fabric for the floor and one for the wall.
You always got to do
There we
fabric
go.
first.
And now the furniture. We're just gonna buy things until we max out, until we can't buy things anymore, and then we're just gonna decorate our room with them as quickly as possible.
The roast
Helicopter,
chicken,
chicken,
the little
toy
oh,
horse.
get the Waddle Dee or get the King DD. Yes, yes.
It's giving us a lot of toys and not much.
Get the Waddle
furniture,
Dee, get
but
the
that's
Waddle
okay.
Dee, get the Waddle Dee.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And we're maxed out for beads. So, the apartment decorating in this game, very adorable.
Well, the good thing to know about that is since those are a small business while you're working on the room, since that is a small business, they are able to take all those hard-earned beads that you just gave them for the beautiful Waddle Dee, for instance, and donate all of that to True Colors United by hitting exclamation mark donate in chat, because that's like a tax write-off for them, I think. And it could be a reminder chat to see if there is matching for your company, because your company, even if it's not a small business in Quilty Square, could match your donations to True Colors United. Anyways, we are seeing this beautiful apartment come together. Anything you want to call out
Yes.
other than the adorable rug that is like just missing some eyes and like a mouth to be a Kirby rug?
No. Oh, we have two televisions apparently. Wow. A regular television and a tube television. Actually, we'll put the
Well,
tube on
you gotta have like a tube television for when you're playing retro games and you don't want a lot of lag. And then you got like a
Right.
plasma TV for, like when you're watching Netflix or whatever. You invite the Waddle Dees over and you watch Netflix.
The clock is there. It looks good. Sandwich. Uh,
I agree
chicken.
that we do need a name
That's turkey.
for the apartment for when we're done.
Oh, that's true, actually.
So I would love to know in a donation. So the first person to get a donation in with the apartment
What is
name, let's get a donation in, and I will let everyone know what the name of Kirby's apartment is.
it? This will be the toy corner over here. Picnic basket. I don't know where to put this one actually. There, I guess. Oh right, and these guys. We'll put them over here. They can sit by the TV.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's push them over.
King DDD really prefers high fidelity compared to the CRT, which I mean, I could see that you have the microphone, so that it's very helpful because then you could be like streaming. Yeah, you're like streaming set up ready for your retro games right there next to your tube TV.
Oh, I should probably put something in the fabric frame. This is an amazing idea. Just put picture frames on the wall with like the wallpaper that's already on your wall in the picture frame. There we go. Time. The room has been decorated.
This
What
is
do
a
you think?
beautiful room. I love the pizza. Now I'm hungry. I don't like coffee, unfortunately, so I'm not thirsty. But I do love the pizza. I've loved this run. This has been an absolute delight. So, Manta,
There we go.
do you want to give some shout outs, give some messages besides giving beads? The floor is yours.
Of course. Well, first of all, thank you to all of the viewers. You are wonderful, wonderful people. Beautiful people. Thank you to the Power Up with Pride staff for first of all having me. Uh, Second of all, dealing with my clumsiness during setup, and lastly for hosting and maintaining such a wonderful event. I would like to shout out the Epic Yarn community in particular, but also the wider Kirby speedrunning community, who are very funny, memey people, and who are also very genuinely nice people. A lot of queer people over there too. Um, I don't know if there's anyone else to shout out.
Is there somewhere you should go if you want to learn this speedrun or get involved in Kirby speedrunning?
Yeah, you can. I mean, the Epic Yarn leaderboards are really the best place to go, just sort of analyze what the top level runners do. If you're so inclined, there is a Discord to join, though I understand why you wouldn't want to. There's a Discord server for everything that you're expected to join. But, you know, if you're so inclined, there are a few resources on the SRC page. But yeah, a very, very fun, cute game. Even if you don't plan on speedrunning it, I hope I have swayed you to try out the game for yourself.
Yeah, I feel like you've just knitted a warm sweater that I'm just encased in looking at this
Yeah,
beautiful game. So thank you so much for the wonderful run. Chat,
of
everyone,
course.
big round of applause to Manta Plant. This
Thank
was
you, thank you.
a fantastic run. Thank you so much.
It was a
Everyone,
pleasure.
we will be right back as we set up for our next run. Stick around. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. You are watching Power Up with Pride 2025 here on Twitch. This is the final day of the event, but have no fear. You can always watch our reruns. We'll be uploading everything onto our YouTube channel. But we're benefiting True Colors United. To find out more about them, you can find the link to their site in the panels below the stream or use !charity in chat. If you're interested in donating, you've heard me say this for probably the last hour, but !donate in chat. The schedule for our final set of games can be found by hitting !schedule. And we do have several incentives besides just those cat ears. So you can go and hit !incentives to see all of those. We will have Sprites Are Wonderful coming up. So stick around for that. While we are waiting, though, I did want to call out one of the great donations we got. Petty donated $15 to True Colors United with the comment, "I'm noticing a common thread here that everyone involved with this event is pretty awesome. Keep up the good work." Thank you. I'm sorry. You're just, what a beautiful comment. Thank you so much. They put their money also towards the Jammer Lammy Parappa showcase. So as a reminder, as where things are, the Jammer Lammy Parappa showcase is at $40 out of the $350 needed. And our Cassette Beast cat ears are currently at $185 out of $250. And the Cassette Beast run, I believe, is coming up right after Pokemon TCG. Yeah. So, chat, we are like an hour and a half away, maybe, from that. That's not too hard, chat. I believe in you. You can do this. And I have exciting news for people who are keeping their eyes on the Pokemon trading card game character name Bid War. We've gotten spicy because Annabelle has overtaken Spyro. Annabelle's in the lead with 55. Spyro's in second with $45. Thank you so much to everyone that's been donating. Yeah, I couldn't keep up with all these polls and everything because so many people have been donating. Thank you so much. And oh my gosh, a $50 donation to True Colors United. Thank you so much to Dire Dachshund. They don't have a comment, but thank you. They do have a really cool name, though. I love that. And as a reminder, yeah, you don't have to have a fun, witty comment. You don't even have to give your name. Any amount helps. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated. This has been absolutely wonderful. All right. I have fantastic news, everyone. We are ready for our next run, so hang tight. We'll be back with Sprites Are Wonderful